Hi all, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do a reading for Virgo. Now this will be for next week, the week starting the 26th of September and also October. If you've seen my readings before, welcome back. Thanks for the support. If you haven't, welcome to my channel. I hope it resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Don't forget though, it's a general reading. It is not going to suit everyone. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, time can be fluid, energy can be vice versa, so keep that in mind. Now, I have pre-shuffled to try to make it a bit quicker because these readings are getting ridiculously long. Okay, Virgo. What's going on with you, Virgo? The Lynx and the Raven. So you need to own your own power. Ooh. And look beyond immediate appearances. Use your discernment. So maybe there's something you go for a lot of outside appearances, but maybe you actually need to look, further than that. Really use your discernment with a situation. Okay, they want you to know a few. You've got timing with the turtle. You've got fairy penguin, trust. You've got black cockatoo, travel and, what does that say? Travel and family. You've got the black swan in reverse, which is about serenity. And you've got the owl. Now, I kid you not, right? I've shuffled these decks numerous times. The owls keep coming out. It's like making my body goosebump because it's just freaking unreal. Anyway, so something's going to happen when it's meant to, in the right time. 4 and 1 is 5. So there's going to be some sort of change. So you need to have some trust. 6 and 1 is 7. So challenges and obstacles for you are to trust. Whether it's trust the universe, whether it's trust your person, it's to be able to trust. You might have been hurt in the past. But I feel like something has caused you a lack of, serenity. The black swan in reverse. So you could have had, maybe you need to take some action for you to get peace, or, something needed to happen so that you could get more peace in your life. But vision's important. I mean, you've got discernment and you've got the owl. And I feel like this is about a partnership or a relationship, some sort of choice that you've got. But I feel like you need to use your discernment and, really pay attention. Owls are wise. It's all about signs, synchronicities. It's about trusting your intuition. It's about paying attention. Definitely got to do with choices in some sort of partnership. Something to do with your family or travel. There could be something to do with birds as well for somebody, or you can manifest what it is you want though. Discernment, forgiving and learning. You don't want to be codependent. And you've also got trust. Look, trust again, trust and trust. So if you need help, ask. Maybe talk to your friends, ask if that's what you need. But But you've gone through something and maybe you didn't use your discernment. Maybe you didn't pay attention to signs and synchronicities, and it caused that lack of peace. It caused you to have trust issues. Maybe there was some codependency in that situation. So maybe you had to relocate, you had to move. Maybe some of you moved, across the country or interstate, I don't know, overseas, whatever. But it could have even just been around the corner. But I feel like for some of you, it's affected, maybe you had a family with this person, or it's affected your family. But there's definitely been this lack of peace. And I feel like you should have used your discernment, and it's a lesson for you. Now, you had fairy tale in reverse and universe, and they're both number 7. That's really interesting. 7s are about challenges and obstacles, and you got 2 of them. And you had 6 and 1 with a fairy penguin, number 7. 6 and 1 is 7. So you've got quite a few 7s, 777. Maybe Google that. Maybe Google, angel number 777, or even just 7s, 77. But it's like you thought you had your happily ever after. You thought, it's going to be like the fairy tales. It's going to be a romantic ending, and you're really hopeful. And it didn't turn out that way. I feel like there was definitely a death to that. You could have had a breakup. Maybe the relationship, collapsed, or, maybe you changed to state, like I said, maybe you moved. But whatever it is, it's definitely done and over with. It caused you grief, yeah, you went through this loss. I don't know if it affected you spiritually. I want to say that maybe first of all, I'm getting karma. I'm getting like the justice card is what's popping in my head. And it's like if you're a good person, then don't worry. You will get what you want. But it's like everything we do has a cause and effect. And maybe you got that kind of, I don't know, whether you just became more spiritual, or this whole situation going through this kind of made you become more spiritual, or made you kind of look into that. You realize there's more than just you and what we see. You didn't see the big picture at the time, but I feel like as I said, I keep seeing the justice card. So it's like truth coming out, karma. But maybe you need to forgive and learn from that, because of this situation, whatever happened in your past. Yeah, something definitely, there was some sort of sudden change, that's for sure. With the lightning. And somebody was just done working on it. There was possibly somebody didn't want to take responsibility. They didn't want to, you know, whether this person was all about finger pointing, it's all your fault, your fault, your fault. But I feel like you needed time. You needed time to think. You didn't want to make any kind of reactive, impulsive decisions. But I feel like you didn't really want to get out and mingle for a while either. It made it hard, which is maybe why you didn't even sort of tell too many people or reach out to too many people. You know, they could have tried to talk to you. Somebody could have said, you know, there's some sort of love call, whether that's going to come in the future or whether, you know, it doesn't even have to be the same person, but I feel like maybe even this person tried to talk to you. But you're all about healing your heart. And I feel like somebody will let you know that maybe they're thinking of you. Maybe that's still to come. All right, let's get some tarot. Keep going to use them, but like this way, but I can't because I've only got such little hands. Jesus. Okay, let's have a look. Death to something. Like I said, the Five of Wands. Competition, conflict. Ooh, goodness gracious, like I have to catch them. Oh, Seven of Swords, Justice. What did I say to you? What did I say to you? I saw the Justice card. I kept seeing the Justice card. All right, let me get... Oh, my whole body's goosebumping, hey. Oh, wow, okay. Now, it's interesting that you've got death and you've got death right at the end. Okay, let's talk about what's on the bottom first. You've got the horse. Oh my God, my whole body. Like, I wish you could see all my goosebumps. You probably can't see anything, but it's like my hair is standing up on end. Like I'm feeling like I'm in the zone today. All right, so you have the Seven of Cups and the Chariot. Now, somebody could have had commitment issues or they had other choices, like I said. Like what I said here, Five of Wands, it's the same. Like competition, I just feel like, you know, with the Seven of Cups, it's like somebody had wishful thinking that, you know, this was going to be this happy ending, like I said, and I feel like that was you. You felt like this person was going to be a happy ending, it was going to be like fairy tale love, you know, you're going to have this family and you're going to live together and forever and ever. And it didn't work out that way. And, you know, this person was very self-indulgent. They could have caused you a lot of conflict, a lot of confusion, and like you don't know why they did what they did, but it could have been a sudden thing or it could have been a planned thing. I don't know, but it's like you had to then make, I feel like you had to make decisions for you. What was best for you? And I feel like I love this card, but the horse was, this is the Chariot. And, you know, so this person could have been a Cancer, but I feel like you had to be determined to make a change. You had to take action. You know, it took willpower. It took you taking back control in your life. You know, it's about you traveling. I just feel like you can have success and victory in what you want, but like you had to leave the situation. You had to take back your own power and you're out of there. You know, I'm not tolerating shit. I'm not tolerating somebody who's, you know, put me in competition with someone else. Okay, so the first card you've got obviously is the Death card. So there was definitely an ending to something. And, you know, maybe you got some real truth. Maybe, you know, whatever this was, I mean, they did what they did, and it could have been a Scorpio with the Death card as well, the Scorpio card, but, you know, it's like time to move on. It totally killed this relationship, you know, and yeah, you just had to sever ties and move on, make some big changes. Underneath that is the Empress. So you could have even had a family with this person, but this is about doing whatever you need to do, nurturing yourself to be happy. You know, it could be, yeah, as I said, you having kids with this person, you know, and I think that's part of the reason that you thought it was going to be this fairy tale love, and then this person, you know, broke up you and your family, you know, like didn't turn out the way you'd hoped. But with the Five of Wands, yeah, there was conflict, there was disagreements, there was tension, competition. You know, they tried to hide the truth from you. And yeah, I just feel like while they were doing that, you know, were trying to leave a legacy, you were working to try and make money for the family, you were hoping, or you thought you had this happy, stable family life, you had plans for the future, and as I said, could have had kids with this person because there's a little baby in the picture, but yeah, it just didn't turn out that way. With the Magician in reverse, this is somebody manipulating and not manifesting what you want. With the Three of Wands in reverse, there was that thought for a second. It's easier to stay in your comfort zone. You know, you couldn't see past the hurt that you were going through at the time. You know, it caused a lot of frustration, it then caused other obstacles that you had to get through, you know, and this person was just very manipulating. Seven of Swords, this person was doing things that they knew they shouldn't have been, but they were doing it anyway. They were being what's the word? Secretive, wearing a mask, being deceptive. They wanted to get away with something. They didn't want the truth to come out. They were being a weasel. But you went through this loss, grief, like you felt abandoned, unloved, you know, it broke up your marriage, you felt sorrow, you're dwelling on the negative, disappointment, sadness, frustration, you know, all those feelings that you had because of this person. Karma will bite them on the ass. Karma will get this person because that's what karma does. You know, justice will be served with the elephant, and the truth will come out. You know, as I said, we all, you know, it's about cause and effect, and, you know, Seven of Wands in reverse. This is feeling overwhelmed, feeling exhausted, you know, wanting to give up. Like, you do have the strength though to keep going, and you know, I don't feel like you thought you did, but you did. Did, whatever the case is. You know, with the Death in reverse, it's like not wanting to have this change. You're resisting it. But at the same time, you had to kind of shed the old, and it's like personal transformation. You're working on you, and you know, you've come back stronger, getting rid of whatever doesn't serve you. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope that resonates, and if it does, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you with the next read. Thanks for watching. Bye.